5 minutes, 30 seconds past the hour. 30 seconds to live.
This is Online Tonight.
Looking around for the phone number, it's 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546.
Online Tonight.
Well, I have to say, I've heard of you, but I'm not too familiar with your show.
This should give you a good idea of what we can bring to your station.
And now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All right, welcome in on this last Saturday of June. It is nuts. The time is flying right by. It'll be the holidays before you know it, and we'll skip right over Thanksgiving and Halloween if things are going as fast as they are. I am Max Smart. This is episode number 2112 of Online Tonight, where we talk about the latest in tech, pop culture, and more. And people say, what's more? Well, I love movies, theme parks, pets, video games. Want to talk about 3D printers or podcasting, advanced phone systems, pretty much anything to do with the computer or comic books or video games or pop culture. No politics. There's plenty of people who do that really well, many of whom I listen to, and I appreciate the information that they provide, but I am not knowing in that space, so I stay away from it. Of course, coming up this hour, we've got our Geek Speak, where we take a tech term and turn it into plain English right before your very ears. Bookmark this, a new website you might want to check out. Excuse me. We've got some new inventions in consumer products. We're celebrating the 4th with some streaming discounts. And we have a review of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And I believe that's on Hulu. Don't quote me on that just yet. I'll give you that when we get there. More importantly, though, and the reason why Online Tonight is here and why it's been here since the 90s is to provide you with that free IT tech support. If you have a question regarding your technology, or you're considering getting something, or you got something and it's not working the way you want, I am here to help you. And I love to answer your questions. And the best way to do that is to call our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And, of course, we take your emails. We have a text voicemail number. Let me give that to you. show@onlinetonight.com is the text voicemail. Is the email address. The text voicemail, 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your likeness. Again, that number, 951-395-1017. Couldn't do the show without Miss Victoria. She is producing the show. She's answering your calls, checking for your messages on all the platforms. Don't forget, we're live on YouTube and Twitch if you want to see the visual representation of the show, but it's the same yabber yabber with just my head bouncing around on the screen. So it's podcast works great. Live listening works great. Live streaming, we've got it available in many different places. So however you listen, we greatly appreciate it. Before we jump into the new product innovations, I want to share with you a little bit about Paramount Plus. This streamer has become a serious contender in sports, and this month they've added the UFC, the EFL, the UEFA. I'm not even sure what that is. The UFC. I think I said that. Oh yeah, no, I wanted to I want you to know that the UFC and the EFL and all that's included in the basic plan. That's the important part. Now, if you want to be a premium plan member, just means the subscription a little bit higher, You're going to get the NCAA, like basketball and all those things, and of course the PGA. Find out all Paramount Plus has to offer by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/stream, onlinetonight.com/stream. And the show is also brought to you by my new line of pirate merchandise. Head over to onlinetonight.com/store where you can check out hats, mugs, t-shirts, and more. Special thanks to swagtothemax.com for their help, a premier provider in promotional materials. All right, Panasonic. Panasonic has, did you know that the microwave was invented by like a NASA engineer and they just used it in the open? I don't know how these people came out health-wise after 20 years of being exposed to these things before they put them in a big metal box. But one of the complaints about microwaves is that they are not, the heat is not distributed evenly because it's using radio waves. It's using radio waves to heat the water molecules inside of the food. And some food is not, the water molecules are not evenly dispersed inside of the product. So some things, like a Hot Pocket because of the cheese and the grease inside of the pepperoni or the eggs or the sausage or whatever, that's going to get like lava hot, right? But the outside, which doesn't have a lot of water in it, it's sometimes still cold, sometimes half frozen. So microwaves are notorious for not heating evenly. Well, Panasonic has introduced the Japanese microwave. It's called the NN-SF57RM to address this issue. The appliance uses a minimalist design with a flatbed interior instead of that turntable. It uses a Genius Sensor 2.0, which means, hey, they must have had a 1.0, and they've made it even better. And what it does, apparently, is it has some kind of sensor in there that checks out 64 different points inside your microwave. And they can kind of point the energy to the places that need the heat, I'm guessing. They are using inverter technology, which provides a steady, adjustable power instead of just these on-off bursts. The system is designed to heat food more evenly and precisely. The microwave is aimed to eliminate common hot and cold spots in reheated food. There is a TV dinner that I like. I don't know why we call it that. Well, I guess I do eat it in front of the television, so I guess that makes sense. But I microwave it. Used to come in a box with foil on it, and you had to put it in the oven for like 40 minutes. Now you just put it in the microwave for 4 minutes. But it always tells you to stir. And if I get the one with the mashed potatoes, after the first set of time, because you have to put it in twice and stir in between, half of the potatoes are still frozen, which always surprises me. I always think that's very strange. Maybe this will help solve that problem. I expect we'll still have to take it out and stir it, just, to keep everything nicely blended and consistent across the flavor profile. Traditional microwaves rely on pulsing full power, which is what contributes to this uneven heating. Are you one of those Philips Hue people? Very popular in the light bulb space. A lot of people are using them in the home for decorations. Some studios use them. I don't use them here, but I think I have one or two of them at home or near the TV to kind of set the mood. If we're watching a horror movie, we'll maybe put it to a red. If we're watching a love story, then we might pick some happier colors. Miss Victoria does that for us, makes her feel included in the movie selection usually, because I want to watch sci-fi, AI movies, action movies, and she wants to watch comedies and horror movies. So we have to take turns. Anyway, Philips Hue has introduced a new wired wall switch module for their smart home ecosystem. The module allows users to control non-smart lights through the Hue system. They are installed behind existing wall switches. The devices enable upgrading traditional lighting without having to replace the fixture or even the bulb. 3 versions are available: a 1-channel, a 2-channel, and a dimmer module. The modules are currently available in Europe, but we got our fingers crossed that they're going to launch it here in the U.S. soon. No announcements yet on when it will be here in the U.S., but Philips Hue also launched a new lighting product, including the Play Table Lamp, which is like $80, and the Play floor lamp. This is the large one. That's $150. A new B39E12 candle smart bulb. This is the socket type for those of you who know these things. Was introduced with matter over thread. The candle bulbs offer higher brightness and white light range. So a wider white light range, which means the whites are, you can have a kind of a rosy white to a bright white to a blue white. That's what that means. And those you can get for $110 for 2. The goal of these products is to make smart lighting more accessible and flexible. I had a question for Miss Victoria, but we actually don't have time. I wanted to know how she felt about bathroom scales, but I'm not going to embarrass her or ask her any questions. I just want to tell you that Wyze has released a new scale body scan smart bathroom scale. It's about $80. And what it does is it tracks your body composition, not just the weight. So it measures 17 metrics from BMI, heart rate, body water, metabolism, protein, muscle mass. I don't really know how it does all those things. I thought you needed blood tests for all that stuff or some kind of sensor that clipped onto your thing. Might have to look into this a little bit, but I don't know that I necessarily want my bathroom scale being my doctor. Stay tuned.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new and vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. Sumerian Collection.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. That's 800-908-3082.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go! Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Online tonight. Geek Speak.
All right. Let's get this Geek Speak logo to pop up. Seems like it's a little behind, but that's all right. This Geek Speak, where we take a tech term and turn it into plain English right before your very ears, is white paper. White paper. We'll get back to that in just a moment. This portion of the show is brought to you by, let me see who it's brought to you by, the Nano Wireless Car Charger by Anker. And what the Nano Wireless Car Charger does is it holds your phone securely within view using the Qi 2 certified 15-watt wireless charging pad. Plus the wireless charging pad, by the way, is detachable. You can take it with you into the hotel room, into the office, whatever. But what's cool is the charging head, where the charging pad slips into and then your phone goes onto. It rotates 360 degrees. It tilts 45 degrees. That way you can get the absolute perfect, most comfortable viewing angle. And that's from Anker. If you want to check out all of Anker's products, visit our website, onlinetonight.com/Anker, onlinetonight.com/ANKER. Now, a white paper. A white paper is a written report that is meant to educate the reader on a complex topic. It presents a well-researched factual information in an easy-to-understand manner, while also including the issuing organizers' political or social or business position on the subject. Not all of them really give you the political slant sometimes, but this is not a political show, so you always got to go into a white paper with your eyes open. That's what I say. It was first used by government organizations, by the way, but a lot of IT companies now use these reports to explain new and emerging technologies. I've read several cyber attack white papers or white papers on more effective audio routing within a AOIP network, etc. So there's a lot of really interesting things in there. Some white papers are provided by equipment manufacturers to help educate you on the complexity or what could be a complex configuration for that product, which basically turns it into product marketing, right? But even when it's used as a marketing thing, it is still backed by reliable research. It's usually vetted by a third party, not always. And they present the findings more academically than with a lot of marketing terminology. Most white papers are anywhere from 5 to 10 pages, though there are some that are quite a bit longer. Despite the name, white papers are often very colorful. Well-designed digital documents. There'll be illustrations and charts to explain the findings and position of the author or authors. They are often distributed on web pages or most commonly in PDF documents. So there you are. That is this hour's Geek Speak white paper. White paper, yeah.
Online tonight.
All right, the phone lines are open. Call our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and X. I use the same account name on both platforms, at Max Smart Radio. A little more active on X, by the way. At Max Smart Radio. I'm going to try to make them balanced. And would love for you to follow me there, or you can always check out the website as well, onlinetonight.com, episode number 2112, and I have all my socials on there too. Miss Victoria.
We have an email from someone calling themselves Apple fan in the Big Apple. I am a diehard fan of Apple products. My wife tolerates my obsession with them, but is also quick to point out when there's news about how much they cost. The latest is that Apple announced a bunch of price increases because of memory prices going up. Are there any Apple products you're aware of that are not going up in price?
Sure. Apple fan from, I'm guessing, New York. The increase is mostly on Macs. So Mac Minis, Mac Studios, MacBooks, MacBook Pros, and iPads. So as an example, the Mac Mini M4 back in May or before May, April, May, was $599. Can't get those anymore. They're $799. However, the $799 one has 512 gigs of storage instead of 256. But let me answer your question. Your question was, what did not go up? Well, right now, the iPhones prices have not changed. So if you're in the market for a 16, 16 Plus, 17, 17E, an Air, a Pro, a Max, none of those prices have changed. Now, the iPhone 18 is going to be coming out. I would expect those prices are going to be different, significantly different. But right now, the iPhones are safe. If you're in the market for an Apple Watch, those are pretty safe. That includes the Series 11, the SE3, the Ultra 3, I think, and the Hermes. That was always a premium product anyway, but because of the RAM prices and supply chain issues, those didn't change in price. So those are still the same price. If you like AirPods, those are unchanged. So the AirPod 4, the AirPod 4 ANC, that's noise cancellation, the noise cancellation one. The AirPod Pro 3s and the AirPod Max 2s, those have not changed in price. Partly because there's not a lot of RAM in earbuds. I mean, earbuds and watches, there's not a lot of RAM. And this is really where a lot of the pricing increases come. So you are going to see, I mean, it makes no sense for them to not increase the price of the iPhone 18 when the components cost more money. But right now, they're not forcing you to pay extra because apparently they've committed to getting X number of iPhones made and everybody's honoring that original contract, even though some of the prices went up. But when you buy in bulk like that and say, I want 10 million units by this date, and I'm going to give you all this money to make it happen, then they go and they procure all the stuff, and then they put it on a shelf, and then they just make them as fast as they can. Basically, they already bought those, so they don't have to go and buy off the market right now, which is exaggerated and high. So phones, laptops, and tablets have been the ones that are most likely to be impacted by the pressure from the memory charges, especially Macs, MacBooks, iPads. Right now, we're getting a break on the phones. So that's nice. As I mentioned, wireless and watches, wireless earbuds and watches and stuff like that don't have a lot of RAM in them, so there's not a lot going on there. If you were considering getting an iPhone 18, we don't know what the features are going to be. That's the problem. I would say buy a 16 or a 17 now, and maybe then wait until the 19 comes out. But who knows? Maybe you have to have a feature that's on the 18, but it's going to cost you more. So there you are. Hopefully that helps Apple fan a little bit. And there's always specials. Did you know you can save money by using an online retailer? I'm not going to name them specifically, but the A word and the W word, sometimes the T word, you're going to actually save money than if you went to an Apple store or bought it from Apple.com. If you're not listening live and you want to submit a question like Apple Fan did, the email address is show@onlinetonight.com, SHOW@onlinetonight.com. We also take your text and your voicemails. 951-395-1017, 951-395-1017. It's Online Tonight. Stay tuned.
At Bon Voyage Urns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Urns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns. for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvearns.com.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lick and Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are going to love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lick and Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
We're on the air live tonight. 1-800-39-online. 1-800-396-6546 is the number.
Online tonight.
love that we're doing this, and I love that it's risky. All anyone ever does in this business is follow the pack.
All right, this is Online Tonight. My name is Max. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, you can always head over to the website, onlinetonight.com. Look for episode number 2112. If you missed any portion of the show, you can grab the podcast or listen to the audio archive right there on the website. And, of course, you can listen to any of the other shows. And we put each episode there with the show notes for each and every hour. So the bookmark this is there. You can just click on it. It'll take you to the webpage that we talked about. The what? Geek Speaks there. Very quickly, our toll-free telephone number is available, 1-800-39-online. That gets you right into our broadcast bionic system. This portion of the show is brought to you by Govee Neon Light Rope. The Neon Rope Light 2. It looks just like a neon sign from just a few feet away. It's very bendable, very shapeable. It's a pretty cool little setup. You can make your own logos with it. Comes in two lengths, a 10-foot range length and a 16.4-foot length roll. Very cool. You can check out all Govee's products by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/Govee, onlinetonight.com/GOVEE. Now let's jump into our movie review.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater, and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I am Max.
I'm Victoria.
And we want to share with you our thoughts on the Rated R movie, and it is available on Hulu. It is called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I have a couple questions. I think it was set in today, like the present day, like this exact day, or the day that you watch it. So if you watch it tomorrow, then it would be the 28th. If you watched it on the 4th of July, it'd be like the 4th of July. And basically, it's a story of a time traveler who comes to a diner. And I'm not going to tell you what diner it is because it's really, if you know the area, you're going to know this diner. And we think that's really a fun little Easter egg thing. And they go there and he recruits a group to go and battle the AI with him. And apparently he's done this maybe more than once. And so he's trying to find the right combination that's going to get them. It's full of violence, foul language, action, adventure, and there's a nice little twist as well, Miss Victoria.
Yeah, one of the things that drew me to this was that I noticed it was directed by Gore Verbinski, who we met
Pirates
at Pirates 2 at the premiere because he directed that. And I'm not sure how many Pirates movies he directed. I kind of lost track of him after that. But that intrigued me. This movie came out earlier this year in theaters, and it originally premiered at some film festival in 2025, but it got a wide release in theaters. It made $9 million on a $20 million budget. I'm going to say they probably weren't in very many theaters. And
it almost seems to me, and I'm not going to compare it to another movie that I haven't seen, but what is it called? Claire? The new movie with Jenna Ortega? What is that movie called? Grace? Claire?
I think it's Clara.
Clara. Okay, I was close.
Yeah.
I look at both of these as kind of an art film. These are kind of artistic and may or may not have like the general kind of audience reach that you would expect from something like Sing or Toy Story or Transformers or Pirates or, you know what I mean? I mean, this is pretty eclectic and it's a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to tell you very quickly, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Cruise, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End.
Okay.
So 3.
All right, great. So this is it's about 2 hours and 14 minutes long, which normally for me, that's a little long for an in-theater movie.
Mm-hmm.
unless it's a really big blockbuster, like a 3-hour Avengers movie or something.
That's too long.
Yeah, that's too long. So, but I didn't feel this was that long. We did watch it in 2 parts, but it never dragged. The reason we watched it in 2 parts was that we didn't have the time to watch it all at once. But
it was late.
Yeah, there at no point did it seem did we feel like, or did I feel like it wasn't moving? There were no boring parts to this movie. And so we got little backstories on some of the people that he picked to see what got them there. And it's very interesting to see how each one of them has had to deal with technology in one way or another and what kind of brought them together. And in this reality, one of the things that's happening is there are a lot of school shootings and people are replacing their children with clones.
Yeah. The thing I thought was really kind of interesting about this was we got backstories on the people that he picked. Like do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like and Gerald did not get any backstory because Gerald kept raising his hand and Man, that's what he's called, Man, kept telling him to put it down and to be quiet.
I'm not sure which one was Gerald.
The guy the black guy in the booth kept putting his hand up and Man kept yelling at him. Like, Gerald, no. Like, he knows that he has put him in a couple combinations and he is the worst.
Yeah, so he was looking for new people that he had never adventured with before.
Yeah.
Because he needed new pieces to the puzzle. And
well, he's trying every combination. There's like 1 million combinations with 40 people inside of a...
And every time he does this, he learns something new. Don't do it that way. If you go here, this happens. If you go there, that happens. So you need what to avoid.
I think you kind of have to watch it maybe more than once. I'm looking forward to when it comes to streaming because there's a few times when he goes, oh, well, that didn't happen before. Oh, that's slightly different.
You're looking forward to when it comes to streaming?
No, I mean, I want to watch it again. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Duh. I'm sorry. It's already on streaming. We are talking about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, rated R, on Hulu. What I mean to say is when I have some downtime, because we have so many premieres thanks to Disney and Universal coming up in the next couple months, summer, and then we'll have a small break, and then we'll have fall. We're already getting screeners from Amazon. They keep us busy when it comes to new content for streaming movies and series. But I'm saying I might want to watch it again to pick up a couple little things that I might have missed. But I do like that he points out, oh, that's new, that's different. 47 cents in your pocket. That's So these are all things. Did you talk about who's in it and why that's awesome? And
I didn't.
Go ahead. You got a minute.
So Sam Rockwell plays the man from the future. We never find out his name.
And we know him from Iron Man 2. He was a bad guy.
Yeah, and a few other things. He's also the voice of the wolf.
Yeah, Iron Man.
The bad guys.
2.
Okay. Juno Temple, who we know from Ted Lasso, but she's done a lot of things
recently
since then. She is Susan, who recently welcomed a clone replacement child into her household.
Darren.
Haley Lou is her last name. Richardson. We just saw her in Ponies.
Yeah, she's funny.
I think was on Apple TV.
The girl from Deadpool.
Ingrid.
Oh, you're giving that. We don't have that much time. You have like 20 seconds.
Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz are also in it. And just a really interesting cast of characters and the way they play off each other. And really what they bring to the table is that how they have dealt with AI and technologies in their own lives. And that brings their skill set to this group.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of them haven't dealt with any technology at all. And that was an interesting little twist. Mm-hmm. What was her name again? The girl from Deadpool.
Zazie Beetz?
Yeah, Zazie Beetz. We know her from Deadpool and a couple other things. Mm-hmm. And they were a funny little couple, her and Michael. Mm-hmm. What do you rate it?
I give it a 4.5. I thought it was fun.
You're going to watch it again with me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about good luck, have fun, don't die. And this is something that they say in the virtual world. So you know when somebody's slightly tainted by AI when they have this kind of salutation or greeting for you. And so that comes into play a couple times, and it's interesting to find out how we find out about it. I will join you with a 4.5. Again, good luck, have fun, don't die. Rated R on Hulu. And if you want more information, of course, you can check out our website, onlinetonight.com, for more details. Stay tuned.
If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
We call ourselves ASAP Travel for one reason. We can help you book a ticket ASAP. For those of you that don't know, that means as soon as possible. That means no wait time. You get through right away. No searching online. Our specialty is the lowest available fares on the big name airlines. You know them. We can't tell you their names. You can fly domestically or internationally and save more money than you could if you call the airlines directly. Our proprietary software goes underneath the hood of the major airline booking systems and finds you the best rates available. So if you're ready to make your travel plans right now, business or vacation travel, we have all the major airlines always at great rates. Call ASAP Trips and we'll have your ticket in your inbox in 15 minutes. Call this number now.
800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. That's 800-515-4035.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Arapaho traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. You know, coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people. But now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, all I ask for them in Arapaho ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf. Ooh!
What about the tiny dog? Cat. Owl. Dolphin. What does the turkey say? Whale.
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, bookmark this.
All right, every hour we give you a bookmark this that we hope you find fun, educational, or entertaining. I'm not going to see you on the 4th of July, so I'm going to give you a website that I hope that you'll enjoy. America250.org. It is America's birthday, so happy birthday, America. I'm very glad that my parents immigrated to this country. I'm proud to be an American, and we continually have to do what we have to keep our freedoms from those who try to take them from us. That's my only political statement, and I'm just going to read you the rest of the information. Our country celebrates 250 next Saturday, so you may not be listening to my show. And there's a really big word to describe that, and I'll probably say it wrong. It is semi-quincentennial.
Nice.
Thank you. I tried. You didn't even have to write it phonetically for me. I did that by myself. Good job, Max. All right. From neighborhood gatherings to large public events. Hey, I'm from community college. I mean, what do you expect? That is like 14 letters, 16 letters. I'm not going to count them. Each celebration will reflect the people who make it their own. In my non-free state, I'm not allowed fireworks. But we were in North Dakota, and you can buy that 332-shot Grogu firebox, and you light one fuse, and you can watch up the lights up there. It is amazing and fantastic. We have to go to a sanctioned city or Disneyland or someplace like that. And a bunch of cities, at least in my state, are canceling the 4th of July because it might offend somebody. It is irritating. But if you want to get more information, this website is fantastic. There are some events in our area that we're going to check out, like iHeart Radio's got some stuff. Some cities have got some stuff. So if you want to learn about that, you can check out this website to find the events near you. It's America250, and these are the numbers, 250.org. America250.org. Of course, the bookmark will be right there on our website. That is this hour's bookmark this. I've teamed up with Swag to the Max to introduce my new line of pirate merchandise. The t-shirts are right there at the top. All you have to do is go to onlinetonight.com/store. They've got a couple of their other items there, which is a smaller version of their catalog. If you want to know all the promotional products that swagtothemax.com offers, then go to swagtothemax.com. But for my pirate-related items, which I'm hoping that you'll check out at least, original designs mostly, at onlinetonight.com/store. So there you go. Bookmark this.
Online tonight.
I'm not even going to push the button. All right, streaming news. Actually, I am going to push the button.
Genetically modifying turkeys so they have 5 drumsticks. This is Online Tonight. Now, here's Max.
Yes, I will probably have chicken wings a lot this week. I don't know why, but 4th of July, and I wish I love to go to the MLB baseball games. Well, that's redundant. I like to go to the ballpark, and I like to get a hot dog. And yes, I do put ketchup on it, and I'm not 12. I'm not going to put sauerkraut on there. That is just like nasty. Blech. Back to hot dogs. I wish they sold wings at the ballpark that we go to. They used to. I love those. But right now I'm obsessed with wings. I don't know why. I eat a lot of chicken. That has absolutely nothing to do with streaming news. Fox Nation, which you may or may not know, I believe they're a cable company, but they also are a streaming platform. You may see the icon on Roku and Fire and Google and Apple TV. They now have a limited time promotion that if you pay, get this, $17.76. You get it? $17.76, because that's like our birthday or the day we were born. You'll get 1 year of service for that one price. A lot of people are kind of using that number. So, congratulations. And of course, the reason they're using that number is to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Normally, you're going to pay like $10 a month. So you're going in saving $120 almost. No, $103. You're saving $100 basically. The promotion significantly reduces the annual price compared to its standard pricing. The subscription, and this is not a paid advertisement from them, by the way. I like the fact that they use that price and that it's streaming. I don't really have cable TV anymore, so I have to get my news from somewhere. This is one of the places I may or may not go. I'm not making a political statement. The subscription provides access to Fox Nation's streaming library of shows and documentaries. Content includes historical series like George, The Rise of the Revolution. That's very good. Liberty and Death. They also have things on the Civil War and other types of things. Lots of good content there if you're interested in that. It also includes commentary and entertainment programming from Fox News personalities. The offer is presented as a patriotic-themed discount. I already have gone over and over and over about the fact that it's $17.76, so I'm not gonna berate that. Is that the right word, honey? Great. Disney.
Berate is not necessarily it.
It's not?
Berate is like you're angry at it.
Oh no, I'm not going
yelling
to.
at it.
I'm not going to continue going over and over and over the fact that it's 1776. I think that's funny. Okay, what word would have been good?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you're my English specialist. Were you a DirecTV or a YouTube TV person and you were shocked when Disney Channel and ESPN and Hulu and all those things went bye-bye from your service? A lot of people were a little miffed, a little ticked, a little upset. Well, Disney has agreed to pay $50 million in settlement to select, and this is the part I don't understand, streaming customers. The case, in case you missed it, was that Disney used its control of ESPN and Hulu Plus Live TV to influence market pricing and bundling practices. The plaintiff said that Disney's bundling requirements contributed to these higher TV streaming costs. Eligible customers are those who subscribe to DirecTV or YouTube TV between April 1st, it's not a joke, April 1st of 2019 through March 31st of this year. That's a long span. You must make a claim before September, like the first week of September. You have to, no matter what, by the 8th, so AKA the 7th. Payments are expected to be distributed next year, probably in January. The original lawsuit was filed in 2022, and it then went to trial in 2024. So Disney settled the case to avoid a continued litigation. And of course, they're saying, well, we're not really sure that we did anything wrong, but we want to make it right with the customers. So there's a $50 million pool from you to pull from. Don't forget, if you missed any portion of the show, you can head over to onlinetonight.com. This is episode number 2112 or 2112. We put the bookmark this, the Geek Speak, all the show notes are there. You can subscribe to the podcast. There's a link to our charity. If you have crypto and you want to donate it to charity, I've got a recommendation for you. It's right there.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.